Assalamu alaikum. Pleasure to be with you today. I'd like to welcome Royal Highness, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning on what is already a very successful event, 5th year running. I wanted to introduce King Abdullah Economic City, but I think your fantastic video that was just played now, pictures mean 1,000 words. I took away a very important statement in that was, this is reality. This is not marketing. It is being delivered. This vision has been much in the making. It was a cornerstone of Vision 2030, and King Abdullah Economic City is a trailblazer and a pioneer, being one of the first economic zones for the kingdom. It is my pleasure to introduce the CEO, Mr. Abdulaziz Al-Nuwasi. Thank you very much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
I have the pleasure of a fireside chat and a number of questions that I'd like to explore. Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulaziz.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Excellent. Today is a new dawn for the kingdom. We have seen fantastic vision come to reality. There is a real catalyst with the announcement of international purchase opportunity into the kingdom. The ability for the likes of myself and other expats to purchase land in the kingdom is an opportunity to really enhance, attract and retain foreign direct investment. Your role leading King Abdullah Economic City, I see as a potential major benefactor from this. Would you like to explore that and what that means to you and how you implement that vision for King Abdullah Economic City?
Sure. Thank you very much. Actually, first of all, before I answer your question about the new policy, I believe that we shouldn't look at this policy in isolation of the wider reform movement that has been taking place in the kingdom in the past 10 years. So many things have changed in the kingdom, and so many reforms that took place that signaled the kingdom's openness to the world and its desire to be a global player. I give you some examples. If we take, for example, the ease of business indicators, the kingdom was ranked 141st in 2019 by the World Bank. In 2024, only 5 years later, it was ranked 16th by the IMD Global Competitiveness Index. And also it ranked even higher in some categories. For example, the e-government and digital services, the kingdom was ranked 4th globally. This translated, of course, into higher inflow of FDI. For example, in 2024, the FDI inflow reached more than 120 billion, which is more than the Vision 2030 target, and the kingdom ranked 8th actually among the G20 countries. Another example for these reforms is the increased accessibility to the kingdom. For example, the visas are now much easier to get for tourists, for different purposes, for Umrah and other purposes, much easier than in the past. The primary or the residency for the foreigners, this was not available in the past. Even the Saudi nationality was granted to many individuals over the past few years, which was extremely difficult in the past. So this gives you an indication of the changes that are taking place in the country. A third example is the incentives, the government incentives that are provided to multinational companies to have their businesses in Saudi. We heard from His Excellency Minister Al-Falih that the number of companies that had their headquarters in Riyadh increased from 5 companies to 700 companies almost. Another example of the incentives, of course, is what we have also in CAIC is the special economic zones that provide tax cuts and or tax relief, customs relief, and relief from other regulations. So all of that proves that the new policy is only one milestone. It's only one episode in the big series of reforms that are taking place in the country. Definitely, it will have a major impact on the real estate market. It will open the door for a much bigger market segments, diversified market segments, and sizable. And we believe that it will make a significant change. And we are ready at CAIC to capitalize on that.
Indeed. Some may say that you're very fortunate. You have a lot of sunk investment already of extremely high quality, combined with a very advantageous geographical location. You're on the Red Sea, you're very close to Jeddah, but between Mecca and Medina, fantastic location for investment. You also, I guess, across your front door, over 15% of global trade passes. Do you see that there's further opportunity of how you can leverage this change in the law that will really capitalize on attracting more FDI, whilst recognizing your statements that it is but one of the inputs to that success?
Actually, I believe that CAIC will be one of the cities that will benefit from the new policy tremendously. Why CAIC is different? I believe we can attract the 2 billion Muslim community who many of them would love to have their second homes near the holy cities without having to live in Saudi. And the new law allows for that. Why is CAIC different and has the competitive advantage? For several reasons. You mentioned some of them. But the main reason is the location. Not only in the Red Sea, on the beaches, but also in the middle, actually, between the 2 holy cities. And we have also the railway station next to the gate of the city. And the residents can travel to the Holy Mosque within maybe 75 minutes to Mecca, and almost the same time to Medina. Actually, we have existing Muslim residents in the city who go to pray on Friday in one of the Holy Mosques and come back at the same day. This is a big advantage, especially if we know that due to the unique situation of Mecca and Medina, as we heard, that there will be some restrictions on the investments there. It will be just in some locations with some conditions. So in CAIC, I think it will be open. And also, regardless of the restrictions, if you think about the affordability, we know that Mecca and Medina, they are among the most expensive real estate cities, while in CAIC, we are among the least, actually, in the Red Sea. So we offer products and services and different kinds of offerings at very affordable prices. There are a lot of other, reasons why we believe that CAIC has an advantage, and we believe that it will benefit from the new policy.
I must admit, I read your CV and an enviable set of experience, and I saw your time at PIF. No doubt this put you in a very strong position to really understand what investors want, how to go to investors and the other private sector participants to really engage them in the opportunity that CAIC presents.
Actually, yes, I led some of the, one or two of the PIF companies, but I did not work in the PIF itself. You are right, and this is a great news that we are celebrating actually, because last month, on December, the PIF increased their ownership in the company in EEC, which is the master developer of cake, from 25% to more than 55%. This gives, of course, great confidence to the global investors that the company and the city is backed by the, one of the biggest sovereign funds in the world. Of course, add to that transparency and governance and infrastructure that we have. All of this, I think, will add confidence to all the investors.
Interesting. And you've sort of nearly jumped to my next question, which I was going to ask. With the anticipated increase in foreign direct investment into cake, how are you building confidence with those investors and security to give them comfort around the security of their...
Actually, I believe that global investors already have enough confidence and feeling of security to invest in Saudi Arabia, and this is evident by the FDI inflows and other indicators, and also the credit rating of the country, etc. And cake is not an exception. Cake is part of the kingdom, and I'm confident that the investors will find it a very suitable place to invest. And as I said before, we have all the ingredients to attract foreign investors. We already have actually foreign investors investing in cake. If we think about, for example, the incentives that is provided in the special economic zone, which is the largest special economic zone in the region, of more than of around 60 million square meters. And it's supported by King Abdullah Port, which is one of the fastest growing ports in the world. And actually, the World Bank has awarded it the most efficient port in the world a few years ago. And also it's anchored by King Salman Automotive Cluster, which is a home for the car manufacturing. This is in the industrial part. In the non-industrial part also, we have some partnerships. For example, we have the Rexus Morjana Resort, which is opening actually next month. It is one of its kind in Saudi. It's the only all-inclusive resort in Saudi, and it's a partnership actually between EEC, MR, the economic city, and TDF, which is the Tourism Development Fund, the government fund, and the Turkish company. We have also other examples in the city. We feel that investors, they like the city, they see that its readiness. As you mentioned before, this is not an investment in a promise. This is an investment in reality.
Yes.
And we are not thinking of starting a new city. We are just thinking about how to advance and develop it and to cater for the huge expected demand that we are expecting in the future.
And those investments really build momentum, don't they? Doing more complex transactions like that with the private sector, coming together in more innovative deal solutions, from my experience, really builds that momentum in the market, that they see that this is an economic city, that you can do a deal, that they have a partner on the other side that really wants to find a solution to ensure that get their investment in, maximize incentives, and really create an environment that is something that provides long-term confidence for the investors over time.
Absolutely. If we talk about the private sector, it is not actually an add-on at Cake. It is the engine. Cake is I think, as far as I know, is the only city of this size, of 185 million square meters, which is larger actually than Washington, D.C.
Amazing.
It is the only city of this size that is developed by private sector. Also, if you look at the port, which sits at around 17 million square meters, with expected 25 million TEUs or containers. It is also, as far as we know, the only port in the world that is owned, operated by the private sector. So, of course, we have EGZA, the Authority for the Economic Cities, that is providing the regulation. But the private sector is an integral part of the city, and we have all the intention, of course, to enable the investors, either domestic or international, to succeed in our city. And we are flexible in terms of the partnership models. We can enter into partnership, like the example I gave for Rix's Resort.
Yes.
We are also happy to, as I said, sell or lease the lands for very affordable prices compared to the other cities in the kingdom. And we have ready infrastructure that we can start with and to continue building the city as well. The transparency, the regulation, as I said, the incentives that is provided not only for the industrial valley, but also for the non-industrial. There are a lot of incentives for companies who want to build hospitality projects. So we are welcoming the world, and we just approved actually our real estate strategy last month, which will be focusing on a special zone of around 7 million square meters at the beginning as phase one. And the products that are targeted for this strategy include residential, resorts, hospitality, etc. And all of the products types, we believe that they will be suitable for the new segment of the market internationally. The only change that will happen, I think, in our strategy is the marketing strategy. Because we are going to target international marketing, to have also some partnerships with international brokers. So this is our mission actually in 2026.
Because I was going to ask, how are you going to change your long-term vision? You're already doing that. It sounds like you had anticipated these changes and you're already positioning product that is in line with the international market's expectations.
Definitely. Actually, everybody was hoping that, was waiting for this policy.
Yes.
Because it does not change our strategy, but it will accelerate its achievement. We believe that we can achieve our targets much sooner than expected because of this policy. And of course, all the cities in the country will benefit from it, but I believe that CAIC is positioned to, because of the reasons I mentioned, the location, also the complementary offerings that we have, not only the location between the two holy cities, but also the touristic features of the city, and the affordability and the less crowded place, and so many other features that will attract also not only the Muslim community, but also even the non-Muslims. The law allows for them to invest and buy homes in Saudi. And we believe also that CAIC will be a good place for them.
Now this, as we see outside, it is a very competitive market, real estate development. I wonder if you'd indulge us in, having done this for an extended period of time and being one of the first major economic zones, and really, you're not an economic zone, you are a city. Are there any lessons learned from your experience with CAIC that you would be willing to convey to the audience, considering you being ahead of the curve, I would describe it as?
I can say that CAIC is not considered an industrial destination. Maybe the title of this is called the Destination of Destinations. Why we call it this? it's not only industrial destination, it's not only logistics destination, it's not only tourism or entertainment or sports destination or commercial or residential, it's all of that. So this will position Cake, I believe, in a very good position to benefit from the law. And we have a lot of great success stories in the city with different investors. And important landmark investments also are taking place. Some of the factories that are well known will open this year and the next year as well. So the city is thriving, it's ready, and we hope that within 5 to 10 years it will be totally different. Although we have a good start now, but I believe that it will be more prosperous in the future.
And it sounds like you're being very agile, nimble, and very open to a broad array of partnering arrangements of co-investment with investors to really maximize that attraction.
Absolutely. Actually, the investors, because we offer that flexibility, we don't dictate that we only sell or lease the lands, etc. We leave it to the investors to choose which partnership model they like. And this signals our confidence actually in the city and the growth of it, to show that we have skin in the game.
Yes.
And we take some of the risks by being a partner in these projects. And we find the investors, they like that very much. From one side, it reduces their capital investment needs. From another side, they feel more comfortable that the master developer of the city is participating in the project. Yes. And we do that in multiple projects, not only one or two or selected projects.
Interesting. And in a development of this scale, we've heard a lot today about digital enablement, the ability to leverage digital tools. You mentioned the high efficiency of the port. Would you be able to touch on some of the digital enablement that you have implemented within Cake to the benefit of both investors, developers, and the community at large?
Yes, actually, the city has is in a movement also to be a smart city as well,
okay.
Benefiting from all the new technologies, the AI, in the facility management, for example, in the property management, in the city operation in general, that will add to the security of the city as well, and also the ease of doing business in it. So it is part of our strategy actually to invest in the technology heavily, and in whatever enablers that will make the investors and the residents alike finding their needs are met in the city.
I guess a lot of what I've heard is that that digital extension of the communities can really build that awareness of a part of the city, the ability to optimize waste, electricity, the location of data centers, to really create what is a smart city. There is that opportunity, and it's fantastic to hear that you're embracing that as a smart city.
Not only that, actually, but also we are welcoming the green investments and encouraging sustainability actually in the developments. Some of the projects that we are considering now will use the solar energy instead of electricity. And we keep this in mind to have more sustainable projects, both residential and hospitality projects.
Interesting. And one final question from me. Why is Cake the destination of destinations for the kingdom?
I think I answered that before, because it is not only, as I said, industrial destination or residential destination or touristic or entertainment. It is all of that, and it has all what it takes. It is very affordable. This is an important part that maybe gives it a very big competitive advantage, because we know that some of the projects as well on the Red Sea are very luxurious and quite expensive for some segments of the markets. We are not saying that cake is cheap, of course, but it is highly affordable for investors and visitors as well, and residents. So we believe that it provides all the needs, and it will also provide all the needs for any targeted investor and visitor to the city.
And so well connected, coming full circle back to that strategic geographical location that you benefit from, between Mecca and Medina, 1 hour from Jeddah Airport, the fantastic connectivity that Jeddah provides, providing you with a fantastic opportunity to really capitalize on this change in the law and attract even more foreign investment to Cape.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdulaziz.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure to speak with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.